Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. If you are new here, I recorded my cars before I go into work, my full-time job, so I'm just trying to stay consistent here on YouTube. And honestly, one of the videos that I have been wanting to make is why why I don't make gym content anymore, and just talking about like not being motivated. This season is so hard. Currently, me filming this, it is January 22nd, I believe. 22nd or 23rd, one of them. It's the 22nd. Okay. It's cold, it gets dark, it's just not the thing to do after working, and I am just in that slump. And again, if you are new here, I actually just had my very first baby. She's actually 9 months now, which it sounds crazy whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I just had a baby, but it was 9 months ago, because it doesn't seem like it's been that long. It only seems like it's been like 3 months. So, in the beginning, I just was so motivated after I got cleared from my doctor. And I was so motivated. Then I wasn't working, so I was at home. And I was working out every single day. And I started to see a lot of progress. I started to actually notice the changes in my body. But then postpartum depression kicked in. I was not motivated whatsoever. I hated the way I looked. I had to struggle. I struggled mentally like really bad. And I say this a lot, but whenever you're going through really hard times, you could have 100 people around you that are checking on you every day, and you can have that, but in all honesty, those times just really do feel alone, because you can't really explain why you feel the way you feel. The thoughts that you're feeling are valid. I'm not saying they aren't, but they could be heightened. Like, obviously, I felt very alone. I knew I wasn't alone. I knew my boyfriend was with me, like, his mom, like my family. Like, I wasn't alone, but in that time I felt really alone and just really, really dark. So it was just a really hard time. I didn't work out, and then it was just that struggle going back to work, not having time to work out. And then the holidays hit. I was only working out I'll give myself like literally like 3 days a week I was working out. So, at least it was something. But whenever the cold started coming in, so we do have a gym in our garage that we have made. Honestly, my boyfriend's idea for whenever we found out that I was pregnant, it was his idea of, obviously we can't leave our baby and just like go to the gym or, whatever. And he was like, it's so easy. Like, we could just put it in the gym. That way it's right there for you. You don't have to worry about going out. And, whenever the baby's sleeping, we could take the monitor out there, like, it was just that idea. And so we're very blessed to have it. Honestly, it was probably one of the best things that we've ever decided to do. But I live in North Carolina, so let me tell you, it's winter right now, and my garage has no insulation whatsoever. So that garage is like anywhere from 25 degrees to 40 degrees at night whenever we get off work. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really cold, and it's hard to be motivated and go out there. It's like, it's dark, obviously there's lights in the garage, but I'm saying, like, it's dark whenever we get home, and then we have to like layer up, go out there and do a workout. Granted, it's not that bad, so I don't want to make it seem like it's that bad, but whenever it is 25 degrees out in the garage, it's pretty cold. And recently I've actually been really motivated, but I just don't feel like I'm at the place to record my workouts. And it kind of sucks, because honestly, giving myself some praise, during postpartum, I was sharing a lot of my workouts. That's honestly how I think I built the platform that I did. Because you don't really see a lot of women talk about postpartum and postpartum bodies, just because it is a very sensitive subject. And we're all different. So, you know, you could have somebody that literally just had a baby and you're like, girl, were you pregnant, or did like surrogate, like what happened, like how did you carry a baby? So there's just people like that. And you know, you have to understand that whenever it comes to a woman's body, genetics are such like, and like it's such a big part, like even down to stretch marks. Like I swore I was never gonna get stretch marks, right? So I bought the body oil, the bio oil, whatever it's called. I bought that. I bought like I did like the Aquaphor, everything, my whole pregnancy, right? And as soon as I hit like 7 months, I started to notice stretch marks. Well, I didn't know this because it's my first pregnancy. I didn't know. Stretch marks, if your mom had them, you are more likely to get them. So like it doesn't matter what you do. It's genetic. It can be genetic. So I used every single product possible, but because it's hereditary, I got the stretch marks. Granted, they're gone now, but I don't know. It's just during postpartum, there's just certain things that you just don't feel very confident. And in the beginning, I was so confident and I was like just pushing every single day. And I'm just now getting back into this, like, to the swing of things, just because, like I said, like postpartum depression really hit me, I want to say around like 5.5 months, 6 months. And then, yeah, like I said, like the holidays and just not, like, I just mentally just wasn't there. And so now, being 9 months postpartum, I'm now like really getting back into it. And I just don't feel like my body is just where I want it to be. And I know that's not the mindset to have whenever you're trying to make content, because I say this in every video as well, but I just want to make relatable content, and I want the people that are watching my videos, I want them to actually click on them because they can relate. You know, I want to make relatable content. And I just feel like, you know, whenever you go on social media, or whenever you're scrolling on TikTok and all these different things, you know, like you just see a lot of women that are just beautiful and just have worked really hard. And granted, it has taken them years to get there, and it's just hard, because it's like, who's gonna want to watch me? You know, like who's gonna want to like click on my videos of me working out, like postpartum body, you know, all this stuff. And I think that really weighed on my mind for a little bit. So I just stopped making gym content, and I really want to get back into it, because I'm trying not to put all that weight on me. Like I said, I just want to be relatable, and I know that there's women out there that are struggling too, and they need to understand that what they're going through is amazing. Postpartum is it is a beautiful thing, but it's just really hard. And like I said, you can have the biggest support system in the world, and I really, really have a lot of people around me that I know in a split second I can just, you know, I can lean on them. And my boyfriend is probably one of the most supportive people that I have ever met. And he instantly, without me saying something, he knows when something's wrong. He knows. And like I said, you can just have so many people around you, but you can feel really alone, and you can really, really just have a bad mindset. And so that's just something that I really want to share. So that's why I'm making a video about this now. Just, if you are going through postpartum, if you're going through a pregnancy and you're nervous about postpartum, I completely understand, because I was trying to research postpartum while I was pregnant, because I've always struggled with anxiety, depression. I've always struggled with those types of things. So I was really nervous for postpartum. I'm not going to lie to you. So I thought I beat it, but then whenever 6 months hit, no. So I just wanted to put that out there. You're going through such a beautiful thing, and it doesn't matter what's online. It doesn't matter what you see. You got this. And I just wanted to come on here and say that. So I am going to make gym content. I'm going to push myself to do it, but I just love you guys so much, and I just wanted to be transparent for a minute. So I love